Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of Tell Me Why. Hello, I'm Blazing Valhalla. If you haven't seen this series and you're just dropping into this one, there will be a playlist right at the top of the description so that you can see all of the episodes from the very beginning. If you like it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you find yourself coming back here on the regular and you want to see how this story ends. Going back into this one, we're at the cemetery. We're going to go see the grave of Tessa's parents, but the question is, are we going to see our mother's grave as well?
Here we are.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
For real, for real. Okay, well, time to
You look pretty spooked.
have a look round.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries, especially after.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool?
Tyler?
Okay, I was looking around for collectibles, love, sorry.
I never wanted to come back here.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Hey, graves are back that way.
Okay. I want to go explore, Mitch.
So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the funeral?
No, I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Mourners have journeyed to the other side. Due to national outlying of native religions and the ways of life, much of the knowledge of the old ways and particular spiritual practice has been lost. Below are the everlasting examples of love and reverence we continue to show our departed in the tradition of our ancestors. The 40-day party is observed 40 days after the passing to pay respects to the departed. Some believe this is more recent tradition. Family members organise a shared meal where a fire dish, one plate of food, is burned to nourish and comfort the spirit of the departed. 1 year or more from the passing, Balak is held for the first morning and celebrating the life of the departed. It is hosted by a clan of the deceased. This is to one of the departed clan member, or traditional ceremony, show appreciation, pay debts to the opposite military, who supported the clan during the time of mourning. As love transcends all boundaries, the passing of a clan member is an event felt throughout the community. People come together to mourn loved ones and lift their opposite clan members' spirits. When an eagle is being mourned, the ravens shower love and strength upon the mourning eagle clans. Likewise, when a raven is being mourned, the eagles are there for the ravens. After the service, it is customary for members of the opposing minority to comfort the grieving family by bringing out their uwu. I just said uwu. The fuck is wrong with me? Although it does sound like uwu. Clan-owned regalia to symbolically catch tears before they hit the ground to comfort grieving clan members with support. Seems like it's a very religious town. It feels almost kind of, and this might seem offensive to some people, but it seems almost Native American in a sense. Seamus McDonald. That looks like a crooked tree to me, man.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
Guess again.
Let's... Here lies Robin Becker.
This might take a while.
1930 and died in
Look,
2010.
there's Michael.
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids, it's time.
Yassi?
We really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So... I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
You know, I reckon that you can look at all of these graves. What I will probably do is cut out anything that doesn't, you know...
Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure. But Michael should know.
So one of those no longer with us. Singlet Preservation Committee and Community of Dallas dedicate this monument as an everlasting connection between past, present and future generations. May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in chaos of history. May this be the resting place of our loved ones who have journeyed to the other shore. May our eternal love soothe the wounds of days past towards a brighter horizon. I'll have to ask Michael about that one. Don't step on the graves! Well, I wasn't fucking intending to, but yeah, alright. Ben Cora? Justin Lewis? Okay. I don't think there's anything that anyone really wants to fucking say about it, but yeah. Now, I'm not sure whether we... Alright, bless you. Okay, so it seems like we can either go through that gate, right there, or we can go down this road. I don't really want to miss anything, which is stupid to be fair. That's Ben. I don't really want to go near him just yet. But that seems like it goes to parents' grave. I don't know if I can go back there once I speak to Ben.
Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Allison,
She's this
please.
side.
I'm not going!
Allison, come back!
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, that's where I went when I ran off.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
So I'm gonna have to choose the memory.
But I'm gonna come see you every week. And
You know
I'll be
what?
back soon,
Tyler
alright?
promised to return.
Promise. I'll be back soon,
Shows
alright?
his memories most of the
Promise.
time. Well,
Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
Kids. About to start.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that...
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today. You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
This spot's familiar.
I think we're getting further and further and further away from Ben here. That must be Nana.
Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know...
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and speak to Ben, because I think that we're getting too far into the story here, and I think there's a couple of ways that you can go. But I mean, obviously we've got to go to the grave and everything like that, so it doesn't really matter.
Only a few steps in, and I'm already starting to regret this.
didn't Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it.
So, how are you, holding up?
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Clinkit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Clinkit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
Pff, no, I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
What's the story behind the Clinkit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Okay, so let's go find our mother's grave.
So, how are you, holding up?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost be done packing by now. I'm so ready to put this place behind us. At least Mr. Hollywood Handsome over there is good company.
Funny how you never mentioned what your brother looked like before he got into town.
Oh, I just thought I'd surprise you.
Okay. Look.
Hey, you do realize I can hear you, right?
Cover your ears, the grown-ups are talking. Anyway, girl, I know you're in it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Juna's gonna seem real boring after all this, huh?
God, boring sounds so good right now. Binging terrible shows while my amazing roommate cooks something delicious. Heaven.
Delicious food for tax returns?
You got yourself a deal, mister.
Okay. Let's go get this sorted. Okay, that's Tessa, so that's going to be my mum's grave. I don't want to go there just yet, because I don't want to progress the story and, like, miss anything that's around here. can... The fuck is that?
Ty.
This is it. Right?
Yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
She's gotta be here somewhere.
It's not all.
Not this one. Still not the one.
No, there she is. Obviously we know that Tessa's up the other thing, so we have to, you know...
Allison.
Oh, there we are, Tessa, sorry.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What? Broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story back in the store, but I didn't want you to...
Enough with the excuses. What the hell happened to her? Why'd you turn your back on us?
Your mom was always just barely getting by, and over the years she burned a lot of goodwill. It got so bad, no one was willing to hire her, and the stress of that, well, it took its toll. I tried to help, but she pushed me away. She pushed us all away. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us! Until you threatened to have us taken away!
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
You did what you had to, you destroyed our family. I'm just gonna go with you did what you had to.
You were worried. And you did what you thought you had to. Get it? We both do. The situation was so fucked that, well, there probably wasn't a good answer.
Thank you. No, I could have done more. Marianne was fragile. She needed help, and I failed her. It's my fault. She's gone. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
I just want to say that's a fucking big moment for somebody who is so religious to turn around and go, well, hey, you know what? It's not always fun that you can see God. I mean, it's kind of a half-assed way of doing it, but yeah, I don't know. All these characters seem to be doing things for reasons that, you know, they have reasons for doing stuff. And so does Tessa. But the fact that she accepted him, I'm proud that's part of the game. I'm done losing people.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her, but I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell.
What was up there that she was looking at?
Where are you going?
I can't get up there. Oh, fuck you then.
Can we head back to the car? And be...
That sucks. Bless your face. Time to bless up.
You want to sit down for a bit?
Yeah, why not?
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
This is
Hey.
so fucking beautiful, by the way.
Brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
Stop putting yourself down.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good. Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, it's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing, right?
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
Maybe we will get an answer to what actually happened to her, why she went that way.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
What?
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
Are they back at home?
Tyler, Are you alright?
Allison, barn.
Stay there. I got it.
There was a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
Why would someone try to burn down our barn?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope. I taught myself.
Did he
I might
really
have
have
found
to
something.
smash everything?
I want to look at other stuff before.
This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with him. He went looking under the rug?
A little, trinket.
At least you were
Really
spared.
turned this place upside down.
Moon hag.
Asshole even dumped the drawers. Well, at least he left us the junker.
Hey, come take a look at this. Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah, what the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying how she was gonna make this place a real homestead. Little house on the tundra.
Aha. Get in there, my son. We got ourselves a crowbar.
Guess we know how he made the hole.
Let's go. Seems that the box double in the episode footstep.
Let's step back.
I'll be fine.
Well, I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne. Let's open it. What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is, though.
Book of Goblins. Is there an eye? There is.
Wait. Look. It's the same symbol.
Once upon a time in a deep and ancient forest, crafty goblins spied on a secret keeper. As she made her rounds gathering the secrets the animals of the forest had for sale. How? Said the first goblin. And does she get people's secrets? You suppose she peels open their heads? Let's find out, said the second. And so the goblins watched the secret keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. It's my fault. I chose the uneven trail. Can't bear to remember. Secret Keeper nodded and gazed into the stalwart moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew that she was speaking to the moose, for the Secret Keeper spoke in people's minds with a gifted voice. After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. "I feel lighter," said Moose. "Did I give you something?" The stalwart moose nodded, plodded down along the trail. He spied goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew goblins were often up to mischief. The two goblins whistled innocently and the moose was forced to carry on, because they were not doing anything obviously bad. "I need to know what the secret was," said one of the goblins. "Let's go buy it." Goblins approached the Secret Keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. "We want to buy Moose's secret." "What do you have to trade?" asked the Secret Keeper. Her voice filled their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled hairbrush they had stolen from the princess, and the Secret Keeper nodded, and that's how goblins came to know that Moose's fate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. The Secret Keeper moved on. The first goblin said, "I want to know more." So the goblins followed the Secret Keeper, hoping to find out where she hid the secrets. They followed her right to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stood the rest of the day's secrets high in the cloud. When she'd gone, they climbed a high spruce tree. Just managed to dip their heads into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories. And they snatched their hands back out as if they had just thrust them into boiling water, tears pouring down their cheeks. That was how the Secret Keeper found them, crying in the tree. "You stole my secrets," said the Secret Keeper. "Give them back!" After goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. "What will you give us in exchange?" they asked. "I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush," offered the Secret. "Any secrets?" We have to offer more than that. "What if I shared the gift voice?" After goblins got excited. "That will do." So the Secret Keeper shared the gift of voice with the goblins, and immediately they found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. After goblins gave back the secrets to take. Back to the house. There, found the princess preparing food. Turned to peer into her mind. All they found was black. Forest, and that's how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the Secret Keepers. This is basically a story about how they got their ability, or they've designed a story around them getting their ability.
Three digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person. I think we just need to break the lock. There must be something in here we can use to get it open. And preferably without destroying the box.
There's gotta be some numbers in here somewhere. There has to be. Let's have a look around. Six there. That's I don't know when the birthday is. It's weird. This could be one of their birthdays.
What a mess. Yeah, that'll break a lock.
Or 340. 4, but 4, 3, 4 maybe? Because there isn't a 0. Let's try it first. Well, there is a 0 actually.
That wasn't it. Come on.
I don't want to break it open.
I think we just need to break the lock.
Figure it out.
Wait. Look.
No.
It's the same symbol.
The secret keeper.
Well, let's see if we can find any numbers.
Oh, hold on a minute. I've got 3. Is that a 1? Maybe? 1, 3, 0. 1, 3, 0. There's no fucking way that's it.
That did it.
Holy fuckballs in Bolivia. Okay, I did not fucking know what was going down there. I don't know how I did that. I really, really don't. There was no cut there whatsoever. That was fucking strange. Let's go. What's she hiding? Letters.
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Okay, let's read. Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds, and I don't want you to think I chase after all new girls in Delos Crossing. I've always taken my vows seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off, and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right, and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope you feel the same way. Heart symbol. I brought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you.
Fuck. That's rough.
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation. I know you feel...
This guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion.
Holy shit.
Even though she wanted to keep us.
I know you feel you'd make a great mother, and I don't doubt you will someday, but right now we have to be sure we don't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. But mostly I'm worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need. That is sick and twisted. You don't want to ruin your marriage, don't fuck around. That's about as simple as what I can say. You don't want to ruin your marriage, don't fuck around, dog. Nah. That's some bullshit right there.
Where did he...
That's everything. What the hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
He came for the letters, maybe?
He turned the whole place upside down and didn't take anything. All he wanted was that box.
And he was willing to burn down the barn to get rid of what was inside. You know what it all means, right?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house. He was worried we'd find it.
You know, I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
don't know about you, but I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing, but something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
All right, let's go.
Some kind of work boot. Maybe fishing boots?
Like, I thought it was Sam at first. I was like, oh yeah, I'm confident, it's Sam, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. He's doing some shit. But...
This is where I tripped.
The Mad Hunter.
Wait, there was someone here that night? In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see? Damn. He ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission.
Was there someone over there?
The Mad Hunter.
What? No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that?
where are we going? Where are we off, Si? Where are we off? Leave me, boy.
Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
Where's that memory? Oh, here it is. I think I might have missed a memory up the top.
Tyler, not there.
Our mother fought with someone on the dock about us. We need to know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's... I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
I'm not saying even after what I did for you, just one more time.
Just one more time, please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the only chance to figure out who our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What? How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know.
What the hell is going on?
Allison.
I'll do it. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet. We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it though. That was us watching Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, alright? Don't think about anything else.
I'll try.
So do I have a choice of where I actually focus my memory? No. Is I just have to do this.
I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place? I've just been trying to survive. If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
What happened? Why did it stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like that. You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler. And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please. You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
I don't owe you anything.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I don't get desperate. You could help us out. Lend me some money.
There's no money.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children! Get the hell off my property, now! If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
I'm going to kill you.
No. No, no.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
So she didn't mean to kill her children. So she didn't say I'm gonna kill you to her children, she said it to the guy? Oh, wow. Well, that is the end of chapter 2. Did Allison kill her when she didn't need to? I don't know. Oh, this has got me really thinking now. This is... Let me just say this before we end chapter 2 and everything like that, and start on chapter 3 and stuff. This game really does get you invested in characters. Because I think that everybody's trying to do their best, everybody's trying to help her out and everything like that, but I think sometimes they go about it the wrong way. But I've chosen to forgive most of the characters because they just, I think they need it. Do you know what I mean? Tyson, what? That's the name of my dog. Tyler felt relied on when Allison chose his memory at the house. 58% chose Tyler's memory, 42% chose Allison's memory. Tyler didn't feel heard about needing time when Allison accepted house showing. 34% accepted the appointment and 66% refused. So I'm actually in the small minority that actually took the house offer. I thought that Tyler wanted to get rid of the house. But obviously, yeah. Allison felt hopeful about becoming a family when Tyler forgave Eddie. 80% of people forgave Eddie, 20% didn't. So I'm in the majority there, which is great. I think it was right to forgive him, because at the end of the day, I don't think he meant to be a bad person. I think that he's got some shady shit about him. I don't think he meant to be a bad person. Eddie was touched by Tyler's forgiveness, 80% and 20%, obviously. Michael was heartened by Tyler's compliment. 80% accepted Michael's compliment, 20% turned him down. I think most people would accept the compliment because at the end of the day, you know, give Tyler a little bit of good stuff. Tessa felt grateful the twins kept her in their lives. 81% of people forgave Tessa, 19% didn't, so we were in the absolute majority of that one. Very, very good. Indeed. And we will leave it right there. That is the end of chapter 2. Thank you so much indeed for watching. There is a lot to think about. We're going to jump right into chapter 3 next week. Holy shit. This is a really hard-hitting story that makes you wonder. You know, at the end of the last one we found out that obviously Allison killed the mother and not Tyler. But what we've now found out is that Allison actually didn't kill her mother, because it wasn't the stab wound that killed her, it was drowning that killed her. So at the end of the day, she didn't actually kill her mother. But was her mum saying, "I'm going to kill you," to the guy, and it was interpreted as to the child? And what's going on with the voice? Something's wrong with the voices. He's saying things to Eddie that, you know, he said something to Allison there, you know, you've got to take your part in the death. But he actually said that to Eddie earlier on. So was it the voice that messed up, that made Allison do what she did? We'll find out in episode 3, the final chapter of this video. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you did like what you see, please do leave me a like. If you find yourself coming back here on the regular, please do subscribe to the channel, and you can also check the link in the description down below if you've just watched this episode, and you'll see all of them in a playlist. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.